Back once again, Trey, with another fish out of water request reaction. I appreciate y'all being here with me, but you know what we're here for? Not the music. An interview of when David Bowie was calling them out, calling out names, calling out names. He felt that MTV was being racist.
To ask you something, all right. It occurred to me, having watched MTV over the last few months, that it's a solid enterprise and it's got a lot going for it. I'm just floored by the fact that there's so few black artists featured on it. Why is that?
I think that we're trying to move in that direction. We want to play artists that seem to be doing music that fits into what we want to play for MTV. There's
We're trying to move into that. We are playing the artists that fit. Come on, man. You're not going to dog whistle me to death.
company is thinking
I get
in
it.
terms of narrow casting.
That's evident. It's evident in the fact that the only
Thank
few
you.
black artists that one does
Thank
see
you.
are on about 2:30 in the morning or
Oof.
to around 6. Very few are featured predominantly during the day.
No, that's a...
I'll say that over the last couple of weeks these things have been changing, but it's a
No,
slow process.
I know
It's
funny,
a
I think
slow.
about different perceptions. When you wind up watching, let's say you watch an hour or 2 or even 3 a day, people somehow come away with different ideas about what we are doing. We don't have any kind of day parting for anything, let alone a black artist day parted out of what would be, quote, prime time. We don't have that.
Because one sees a lot there's one black station on television that I keep picking up. I'm not sure which station it's on, but there seem to be a lot of black artists making very good videos that I'm surprised aren't used on MTV.
Well, of course, also we have to try and do what we think not only New York and Los Angeles will appreciate, but also Poughkeepsie or Midwest. Pick some town in the Midwest that will be scared to death by Prince, which we're playing.
Scared to death. A town in the Midwest would be scared to death by not Ice Cube in 1992 and 93, not NWA, not Spice One, not the Ghetto Boys, where they had Bushwick Bill who shot himself in his face on the album cover. None of those artists. Prince. Prince was the example that he went to. Prince was gonna scare him. I mean, I like it though. Yeah. Look how they used to explain themselves. Poughkeepsie,
Midwest, pick some town in the
Midwest.
Midwest that will
It's
be
gonna scare
scared to
them.
death by Prince, which we're
Scare them to
playing,
death.
or a string of other black faces. That's some black music.
Blackface. Very. Thank you, Dave. I know, right? Thank you, Dave.
Play the music that
Very
an
interesting.
entire country is going to like, and certainly we're a
Stupid.
rock and roll station now. The question would be asked: well, should since we're in New York, should PLJ play, the Isley Brothers? Well, you and I.
Your examples are
we
terrible,
remember
yo.
When the Isley Brothers mean something to me, and so do the Spinners, even way after the Isley Brothers. But what does it mean to a 17-year-old? Well, if you talk on the phones to these guys like I did when I was in radio, it's
Well,
scary.
I tell you what it means. I tell you what maybe the Isley Brothers or Marvin Gaye means to a black 17-year-old.
Ah,
And surely he's part of America as well.
no
isn't he?
question, no question. And that's why you're seeing those things.
Do you
happen
not
on
find that
TV.
it's a frightening predicament to be in?
Yeah, but less so here than in radio.
And is it not, well, no, don't say, well, it's not me, it's them. Is it,
No,
is it,
well,
not,
that's
is it not possible that it should be a conviction of the station and of other radio stations?
Elegantly too.
fair,
He's elegantly
it
checking
does seem
him.
to be
It's
rampant
elegantly
through American media.
checking
And
him.
should it not be a challenge to try and make the media far more integrated in
I
those
think
in
it's
music,
happening.
especially of anything in musical terms?
Absolutely, I think it's happening because white music and white musicians are now starting to play more than ever, more than they have lately, let's say, in the last 10 years.
This is
Yeah.
white
what,
music.
what black artists have been into. And now, hopefully, the lines are going to start to blur. And when we play a band like ABC,
Yeah.
well, there's white and black kids who are enjoying it, and all of a sudden, well, it's a little bit easier for a white kid to understand it. The fact is, quite frankly,
You are terrible at this.
a letter.
He is letting you he's just giving you all the rope you need to hang yourself.
Responding to an article by Dave Marsh, that this kid just ranted about what he didn't want to see on MTV.
Well, that's his
and
problem.
in no uncertain terms. Well, what I'm saying though is that there's, as you say, there's certainly a lot of black kids and white kids who may want to see black music. There's a ton of them who are. It's not like it was in '67 where you say, yeah, I'm not into that, you know, but you are. Yeah. Now it's you're into that. I don't like you. And that's scary. And we can't just turn around and go, well, look, this is the right way. We can only teach, I think, a little bit at a time.
Interesting. Okay, thank you very much.
Does that make sense? Valid point?
Nah,
I
no, it
understand your
doesn't.
point of view.
Okay.
But it doesn't make sense. It's being nice. It's being very nice. You know, I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful and brutal at the same time to watch it as a black man, you know, because I know the words that the dog whistles that he's throwing out there are nasty. And, you know, I appreciate David Bowie just playing mental gymnastics with him and letting him hang himself. David Bowie didn't say but a few words. He just kept shoveling the mud and digging the hole deeper and deeper and didn't even realize it. That was the most disturbing part of the video. He doesn't even realize what he's saying. Or he does realize what he's saying and doesn't realize he's being recorded. Could be that too.